Hey Aries, welcome to your first week of June extended reading. These are the cards from your monthly reading, which talk about this week being a time where you might find some hidden treasure washed ashore, when you can clear something out, some clutter, some baggage, something in your life that you no longer need. You find something that helps you rebuild or begin the next chapter, or to start or to invest in the next thing you're wanting to grow. With grounding here in this pentacle, I am feeling like it is something probably physical or tangible, not necessarily. I feel like it's something from the earth. It might not necessarily be something that's worth $1,000,000, but it might be the exact thing that you need. And so we're going to find out what else you might need to know for this week. Maybe it'll tie into this, maybe it won't. That was just one message for the week. So for the Four of Wands, this is going to be a time, this is really perfect for this time of year where people are graduating and you're celebrating moving from one thing to another. Four of Wands energy is what makes everything worthwhile. Like, some people don't like to make a big deal about birthdays, but, you know, taking time out to celebrate whatever, whether it's a graduation, a marriage, but it's how we mark milestones. It's how we celebrate peacetime. It's when we connect. It's what everything's for. It's what everything's all about. All that work we do, the wars we fight, these are the opposite, the high times. And so you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And so I definitely see you no longer holding yourself back from joining in. If you've been feeling isolated, feeling like you don't have the energy for others, maybe not having a whole lot of confidence, now would be a great time. I feel like there's a good excuse. Like, maybe you aren't a partier who likes to go out every weekend when people just get together for getting together. But this might be perfectly timed. Like, someone's getting married, has a birthday, or someone is graduating, and you're kind of a jerk if you don't show up. They need to see you. It really is calling you out. Please join in. Please come out and play. Please come celebrate with us. And you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And so this is going to be talking about your ideas around happily ever after, and bringing that more into your present moment, and not having it so much of a thing that's idealized and out there. And how can you, this is celebratory energy, so it feels like enjoying this moment now, and not having this as some kind of idealized future where we live happily ever after and there's never any problems anymore. There's no such thing. Your happily ever after is something that you bring into every single day. Like, when the credits roll in the movie, it's like the movie's over for us, but those people, those characters, they wake up the next day and they're going to face a new problem, and they're going to have to, the couple that is kissing as the credits roll, they're going to wake up the next day and have breakfast, and they're going to have to decide where to go to eat, So the Ten of Cups can be every single day. I'm making a mess with it. All right. Temperance, that's going to be finding your middle road. That's finding your alchemy. That's a little bit of this and a little bit of that coming together to create your secret sauce, and finding balance in that. Finding where it's the bittersweet of life, where having issues that arise, having the hard days and the hard times might feel like you are not living your happily ever after. And Temperance invites you to see where happily ever after includes your highs and your lows. It's writing things out with your loved ones for the good, for the better, for worse. With the Four of Wands here, that's what I'm hearing. For better, for worse, for sickness and health. And that's more, I think Ten of Cups, we don't like to think of the sickness, the worst. But that's what we say when we get married. And that's what we vow that we're going to share with someone, the good and the bad. So the Tower in reverse talks about something is intact. If you're afraid that something is going to come apart at the seams, it really isn't. You have this very grounded and solid and tangible energy. So it's like, kind of like, talk about roots and things being uprooted. I think I had mentioned in the other reading about pulling up a tree and finding a time capsule where the roots were. I'm feeling like your roots do go very deep, and if you are feeling unstable, there's reassurance here that this tower isn't going to fall at this time. Nothing that is built on solid ground and a firm foundation comes down with the Tower. The Tower only takes down things that were shaky to begin with, things that were prisons to begin with. And so the only way the Tower means something bad is if you are holding on to something. And that could be here. If you cannot surrender whatever this is, this new beginning can't come in. So if you are holed up in some way with this Eight of Wands, not wanting to come out, not wanting to experience the world or freedom because it's seeming a little scary and ugly at the moment, I'm feeling like it is safe for you to come out. Yeah, a lot of what's going on, those fears are definitely in your imagination. And I get right now that we are getting so much media that is trying to get us up into our what ifs and our fears. This is really trying to trigger fears, but there's also, I feel like you can imagine so many possibilities. With this Ace of Pentacles, this pentacle could become so many things and take you so many places and to grow on so many levels. And maybe you're trying to envision what that outcome really looks like. And can you do it in the space that you have? Are you going to have to expand out of that? Can you do it and still stay safe and small? Or are you going to have to come out and join in? Are you, let's see. No, I don't want to pull anymore. That's what I want. So that's what I have for you. But I would gladly pull more cards if you want to ask me to in the comments. Okay, thank you.